Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
There was shenanigans afoot in the factory or in the warehouse as our intrepid team scammed our way inside and then found the cargo we were looking for, only to be immediately attempted to be thwarted by cloaked dickweeds who, when realizing they couldn't take it from us by force, ran away like little bitches.
No,
Except the one.
you guys ran away.
Yeah, we were the ones that ran away.
We ran away like the little bitches they were.
Wow, crazy how that.
The ones inside, there were some inside. We fought those ones, but when they jumped us in the alley, like at that point, there was no point to fighting them. We just book it.
Right, so you ran away.
The second time, not the first time. The first time,
like the little bitches that those guys were, you know.
We ran away for their sake, not for ours.
Yeah.
We were there with them. They weren't there with us.
I love the way you remember things, Death. It never ceases to amaze me.
You should be astounded that I remembered it at all.
But actually, if you remember, I valiantly tried to fight for them, and then Batman on the roof threw down some shit.
Yeah.
And I said, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, your angel in the sky definitely helped you guys from fighting a lot of them. And then the dice gods saw fit to make it so nobody could do anything. Except, apparently,
we suffer.
Yeah, except for Bull Rush.
The dice gods step in.
And today we suffer.
Hey guys, you guys rolled the highest CMB rolls I've seen in 2 years. Couldn't get an attack roll in to save our lives. But yeah, so you ran, and where are you running to? Does anybody remember?
Yes, to the rendezvous spot where we're gonna, the drop-off spot.
Yep.
The trees outside of the little town thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them trees.
That is correct. With Poppy and Toe. You guys will run through town. People, at least guards or anybody waking up early to head to work would see you guys panting and huffing as you make your way through with bags of grain. Well, I mean, they don't know what's in the bags, but you guys do. Until you get to that clearing, not that clearing, until you get to the little wooded area.
Walk inside the wooded area.
You walk inside the wooded area. It looks like a wooded area. There are woods. There are trees.
How big are the trees?
There is a mix. None of them are shorter than 20 foot. So this is sort of like
What are there, like big, wide trees? Or are they all pretty skinny?
Not like redwoods, if that's what you're asking about. But
no, not quite a redwood, but still something thick and hardy.
So you guys are in, let me double check, 21. Pull out the city map, because I know nobody checks the city overview. 21 is Amatosia. Originally a farming community, forced into integration as Lovoxith cut them off for natural resources. Much of the town remained the same, but the inhabitants were given the run of the thumb as compromise. So, you guys are in these forests that you have. Look like they were natural, undisturbed formations that the city was built around. You can see a lot of care and preservation is taken into these woods, so that way it's almost like a nature preserve. So if you disturb stuff, it could go badly for you.
We've no need to disturb stuff. We're waiting here to rendezvous with the guy, right?
No, we're here just to drop off.
Yeah.
We're not meeting with them. We're not talking to them again right now.
Well, I mean, but is there someone here to drop off to, or are we just sitting it somewhere?
We told him where we were dropping it.
Okay.
I advise.
Well, we put it where we said we're going to put it. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Can I open the sacks and see what the seeds look like before we drop them?
Yes, and I believe when I said before, they gave a scent of lavender and strawberry, except I could be wrong. And they were golden yellow. Not gold, but like I don't know, like a deep yellow. That makes sense. Like
Yeah.
teetering between gold and bright yellow.
Like a dandelion?
Sure, we'll go with that. Dandelion colored.
I'm gonna grab not quite a handful, but a little bit out of the sack and put it up.
So the handful, and you'll see that the handful of seeds are actually kind of heavy for seeds. The sack probably is lighter than what you would thought. After grabbing the seeds do have some girth to them for as small as they are. Almost
Okay,
if you were
well, I'm
holding
grabbing some.
rocks compared to seeds.
I'm grabbing some.
Okay. Put a handful of seeds in your inventory if you want. Did I write the name down, or did I forget it? This isn't even the right note. Yeah, it is. Where is it? Guards. No, nope. Okay. Are you guys hiding these bags or leaving them out in the open? What are you doing with them?
Are there any trees that have like a nook in them somewhere?
A little hollow.
Yeah, there would be, like I said, wild nature preserves. So you'd find hollows that foxes would go, fox dens under the roots of the trees, or owl holes, stuff of like.
Well,
Let's use the
we'll look
owl
for a
hole.
decent
It's gonna
sized
be-
owl hole. Yeah.
Because it'll be up in the tree. It'll be a little harder for them to get to, but it'll be.
You have 5 to 6 of these bags, and if you remember, they're about 50 pounds a piece. So these aren't small things that you're just going to be
There
able
are
to fit in a
bushes
hole.
around or
Yeah.
something.
Right. That's more where I'm.
Um,
Yeah, you're not going to be able to put it in an owl hole.
I'm gonna find a bush. I'm just gonna put the ones I'm carrying around
That's
and
fine.
find a bush.
If you're going to hide stuff, I would just have you roll a survival or maybe a sleight of hand if you have it, or stealth, whichever one you want, just to try and hide these things if you're trying to hide them.
Okay.
I cannot find my notes for these stupid seeds. I apologize. I failed all of you.
Dude, they're deathweed
You did.
seeds, right?
How
They make
dare
them
you?
into
Yeah, but
strong-
I had a cool name for them, and I need them for other things that are going on. So I need them.
18 with stealth.
18. Okay,
21.
there
You
you
need me to
go.
roll?
If you're hiding stuff, yeah. I mean, we're gonna take a group roll
Let
here.
them hide it.
So
I'm not stealthy.
right now
let
we're at 39. You said
Alright.
you were choosing not to roll. Is that what you said?
Well, I mean, I just let them hide it. Like I'll hold them and hand them over so they can put them in the hiding spot. They find
Oh, I did write it down. It's called Satale. I will write it down in the Discord chat so you can see it for this chat. Satale is probably not the right pronunciation, but that's how I look at it.
Well, I don't know. I would pronounce that Satali as well.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, thank you. I appreciate all of you. Basket didn't say anything, but that's fine.
You're absolutely incorrect. Go fuck yourself. You learn English better.
All right. Did you say you're not rolling death, or you are rolling?
I mean, I guess I'll roll. It's fine.
Look at you. There you go. 52 total. Okay. With your 52 combined stealth, you guys take about half an hour surveying the area, looking for the best bushes to put these seeds in and covering them up to blend them in. As you can see the sky start to lighten, notifying you that the sun is about to make its ascent and dawn will begin anew.
Do we have to be back at that guy? We have to go back to that guy, right?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, then let's run our.
You
ass.
had to come back either by morning, and if you were empty-handed, then you couldn't be empty-headed.
Oh, okay.
You see,
Well,
because Poppy,
I
he had to color.
Let's run our ass.
then I don't understand the need to hide them in
Because
that area.
you guys were trying to protect them, so nobody would like you.
Because we're going
Okay.
into the area where people get fucking robbed and shit. That's why.
Okay. Yeah,
We
that's
didn't
right.
want to risk
All right.
losing
So
them,
yeah,
so we told them where we bring them so they can pick them up. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't say we run. That draws attention. Just
Well, I mean, we need to get there. We're not far though, so let's get there.
Yeah.
We'll briskly walk.
we'll power walk.
And why not? Let's get my 80s sweatbands out. One of them mall ladies. Power walk. In the mall. You guys have those? Maybe not.
Man, you guys are lucky.
We did it. We did it.
You did do it. You guys will, if you rolled perception high enough, you would probably see somebody, and I'll give it to you, going into the forest to find your goods. But with your 52, you edge out their 50, and they will not be able to. And if Death didn't roll that 13, they would have. So good job.
Oh yeah.
So it's the person that's not supposed to be finding it. It's not the one that's actually supposed to be getting them.
You wouldn't have seen these people, so you would have no way of knowing. But I'm just giving you the free knowledge that nobody's gonna find them.
All right. Well, let's get back to old boy. I can't remember his name to save my life though.
His name is Vason. Nope, Vazen. There we are.
I knew it was a B something.
Vazen Grun.
All right, let's run to Vazen.
Power walk.
Poppy going with you, or is Poppy avoiding this guy?
I mean,
Pop-
I don't know if Poppy needed to come back with
Yeah,
us.
that's what I was just thinking. Poppy didn't say she was returning, so
Yeah.
Poppy wants to go in a different direction.
Although Poppy, hear me out. All right. It'd be a bigger power move if you came back with us.
I agree with that, actually.
Almost a little taunty.
Not
Like
quite.
you caught. No, it's like you caught me off guard before, but I ain't scared of your bitch ass. You know. But you don't actually have to say that. Just showing up would send some sort of message like that.
Yeah, 100%. Also, in for a penny, in for a pound. You're part of the team now. We can't let you go. Come with us.
Yeah, you know too much.
Yeah, you know too much. We're gonna have to silence
Not
you.
sure if I want to be a part of this crew because first interaction with guys, my head was being threatened.
I mean, we
Listen,
didn't have
I-
technically
I-
anything to do with that.
Yeah, and I'll let you know right now, we weren't going to cut your head off. Like that was.
Oh no, definitely not.
We were fully prepared to fight these people later on if we needed to. We just. We've already told you the spiel. We're just trying to figure out if they're the ones behind blowing up the town with those pamphlets or not.
All right, I'll come back with you guys, but
And I'm
if my
telling you
head
right
gets
now,
threatened again, I'm leaving.
It's not going to get threatened again. But I'm telling you right now, he might pee a little seeing you again because this is going to be totally unexpected.
That's the best kind.
Sure, let's see how that goes.
Totally unexpected ones. Spoof. You're fucking.
So I guess we're heading back to
Yes.
him.
Yes, indeed.
In fact, I think you should be the one to knock on the door. Actually, we're meeting him by the statue again. I think you should be in front of us, leading the way proudly. She's gonna send a good message.
Nope, I'm good. Being behind you guys, I'll be the
or next to us,
towering
right next
cat.
to us.
Nope, y'all are good. Go ahead in front of me. I'm I'm gonna stay right back this way.
All right, fair enough. And we'll head in that direction.
Indeed.
Okay. You guys make your way towards the gate going into the Kildrick again. Guards posted at the door and give you the nod as you go in. They never stop. They never check. You go in on your own business. It's a town law. And when you walk in, you see the streets are unusually quiet. There's not much foot traffic. And Vazin is standing by the statue, eating an apple, leaned up against it, smirking, and looking around the city until he catches eyes with you. You see him throw his apple on the ground and jauntily make it your way.
But did he finish? Were you done with that apple?
Ah, yeah, somebody will finish it. It's the Kildrick. Everybody's hungry.
I mean, you could just give people apples.
Well, that's kind of the whole business now. Am I going to be giving people apples, or what treats will I be delivering them?
Oh, well, I mean, we put them where they needed to be.
And where do they need to be?
I mean, they need to be with you, but where they're at is in that forest out right outside the Kildrick.
Ah, good. So
We
you
drop-
didn't forget.
Of course not.
No. No.
Very nice, very nice. Well,
Okay. Do you work with people who often forget where to put things?
you were telling me where these needed to be, so you had me on the defense. But as long
Oh.
as you know they are my property, then all is good.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course.
And any issues, any troubles?
Oh,
Nothing we
oh
couldn't
boy.
handle.
Yeah. Well, no, well, hold on. It got a little sketchy.
Nothing we couldn't handle.
Well, hold on. I think we need to be paid more for our services.
Paid.
This guy did.
This is an initiation. This isn't a matter of payment. This is you doing a job for.
No. I cried in front of grown men, all right, as a distraction. All right?
Very
I don't
good.
really
got-
think you should be admitting
And-
that.
Yeah, he's just looking
No.
at you unimpressed.
You should be impressed. It is hard for men to show their emotions, all right?
Aren't you
Now,
like
anyways.
a 16-year-old lad? Then you're telling me that you're blubbering like a baby?
A wee little bag.
That's this little baby murdered a shadow guy, all right?
And he looks at you kind of crossed. A shadow man. You can't elaborate.
Well, not really shadow. Like their skin, like kind of blended in with their surroundings, slightly. And they had like these daggers. I think you actually have one, don't you, Poppy?
I don't know what you're talking about. It must have
Anyways,
got
we
left
found
back
that.
there.
We found these daggers and that were on them, and they had like this little thing on them that would release poison. One of the guards, can't remember his name, good guy, a little apprehensive at first, but good guy. Anyways, yeah, he got sprayed with some sort of poison, and I electrocuted him to try to neutralize the poison. Not sure if it worked entirely, but he got help. Yeah, no, a lot happened. But we got the merchandise as requested.
So you were seen then, is what you're telling me. People watched what was going on, what you were doing.
No, we weren't seen getting the goods.
But you were seen.
I mean, they have no idea why we were there. They thought we were getting beat up by crazy people in the woods.
Right, but you were seen, and they're witnesses to what you were doing, is what I'm getting at.
No, they had no idea what we were doing. For all they know, we were just people who were coming into town for the first time. Our family was just brutally murdered, and some crazy people in the woods tried to beat us.
Yeah, right. So people tried to take the seeds from you. So you were seen.
Oh, I don't know if those were people.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't call them people either.
They're creatures more than
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, definitely not human. Like humans don't blend into a background. These
I
things
mean,
do.
well, I mean,
There are
we
some
can with
humans that can
camouflage, but
blend
Yeah.
into a background. Again,
right. But
so you were seeing.
it,
People know what you were
well,
doing.
it was more like we interrupted their thing. They were there for something else, and we were in their way.
You all are talking in circles, I believe, so if you don't mind, just stand right here. And you, Miss Nice Kitty, would you please come over here and tell old Vosman what happened?
I thought they just did.
Yeah, well, you have one of their weapons, don't you?
I said I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any weapons. Remember, you took all of them from me, sent me into that with nothing.
You took her weapons,
Can you give me a bluff, please?
Yeah, they were gonna kill her, bud. Duh.
but to take her weapons after they sent her out on this daring mission—that's just rude.
Oh, you almost got fucked.
I
That was
almost.
almost.
I know.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good. No, it's not good.
He sees the dagger on your belt. I know for a fact I took every weapon off you last. Now, why don't you just stop trying to test my patience and tell me where you got the dagger?
I already
I
told you
got
where
the
she got
dagger.
the dagger.
You're not part of this conversation, sir. You would just hold yourself.
I reach over and I grab.
Okay,
Uh,
you are not part of this conversation, sir. So you need to
no, I'm not
continue.
talking. I'm talking to Lokar. I'm grabbing his
Okay.
shoulder and getting his attention, and I'm going, dude. You need to say less words.
I feel like he should know. I feel like he should like we deserve to be compensated for our issues. That was
I
a
feel
lot.
like in this situation we should do what we're told because money
Did you
is
see
not
me
the
stab that guy? That was so cool. He like
but money is not the point. You know what I'm saying?
would be nice though. Show of good faith
It
on his part.
just but practice not moving your lips or making sound when you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's see, you're doing good. Never mind, I got it.
Poppy.
Poppy just kind of looks at him and kind of looks at the dagger and is just like, I got it off the floor.
Well, they seem to think that you took it off of whatever came after you. So, what came after you exactly?
Honestly, I was caring more for the man that they tried to kill, but all I saw were they were in these hoods and like they said, they kind of blended in to the background of the warehouse and really were not fun to fight.
And what are you planning to do with that weapon there, Poppy?
Not give it to you.
Oh,
And she like backs away.
I have no reason to take it from you. What's yours is yours. Matter of fact, and he hands you a bag with any of your possessions that you had been stripped of, weapons or armor or anything. I don't know how much you actually had on your character, but he gives it back to you.
She grabs her stuff and kind of starts putting everything back on.
So, you were seen then. Is that what we can pretty much admit now? Somebody saw you. And,
Yes, we were seen.
okay.
By something,
And
not
again, you're
someone.
not part of this. And they got him, and you just left them, so they saw what you were doing. Right.
Yes.
Right. And how do you think that reflects on me because you came straight to me?
Oh, we didn't.
We went to the woods first. We didn't come straight to you.
Right. So you dropped off your goods that people saw you carrying through town, and then where did you go?
The woods.
Right. That's where you dropped it off, where people saw you running through town, and then where did you go after the woods? You're almost as
I wanted
thick-headed
to go
as you sound.
somewhere else.
Right.
They convinced me to come here.
Oh, so you came back to me. That's what I was looking for. Very good. So now we're all on the same page, and he calls you over and says, "Oh, Locar, you were seen, and you let him straight here, didn't you?"
So
And
just be on
you
the
want
lookout
to get
for some
paid.
shadow men. Well, now, yes, because we weren't told that this was going to be part of the danger. All right. We were told that this was going to be a simple stealth mission. Grab some seeds, get the hell out, stash them, come back to you. All right. Now we did that. We did exactly that. None of us, not even you, were aware of these weird creature things. All right. Now we killed 2 of them.
I had such high hopes for you, Locar. I thought we were friends, we'd be mates, and your inability to think on your feet kind of sours this whole initiation. I will not be giving you any sort of extra compensation. You're lucky that I'm still even talking to you, but you did bring me the seeds, and I'm a man of my word, and that gets you in the skulls. But I think you need to grow up and admit your faults and be straight, because
You're not wrong. I do
while
need to grow up. You're right.
we lie in the Kildrick to protect ourselves, you should never, ever lie to me.
I didn't lie to you. You
With,
said you asked if we were seen by anyone, not anything. Those were clearly things,
yeah,
not once.
well, you have your perception of the truth, and I have mine, and I guarantee you mine's a lot more deadlier than yours.
Mayhaps. However, I rebuttal.
He
We
looks at
still
you,
got the
Shed. He
mission.
does not know how to shut his mouth at all, does he? He just keeps on going. Look,
I like throw Locar behind me, and I'm like, look, sorry for the idiot. I can't help him. I've been trying. He won't take the hint.
I'm not an idiot.
Shut up.
this is the first time Death gets to scold someone for talking too much. Come on, let him
No,
go.
it is not the first time. I scolded the shit out of them the other day. And the last time, or the one
Yeah,
time,
I did.
I was like, someone's got to be the parent here. Shut up. So I turned to the guy and I'm like, look, we got in, we got the things, we got out. All right. The only thing that anybody could say about those things is that we stole them and then came and found you. So you don't know anything about it. So what's the issue? Do you care more about the method or the objective?
I care about knowing if you were seen and if you came straight back to me, not being able to think on your feet. That's what I care about. After, of course, you completing.
Well, if that's all you care about, I
Hold
can
on.
go back and get the seeds,
Now,
and
you didn't
we
let
can
me
get out of here
finish.
if this
I
thing
said
wasn't
after, of course, of doing what I asked you to do. It's the complexities of the mission, madam.
seen. So if we failed this whole little mission, I can leave and go get the seeds
No.
and be on my way.
No,
If we
again,
weren't ninjas, we're not ninjas. We're kids. We're doing the best we can, man.
again, you're not seeing the bigger picture. I need to be able to trust you. Yes, you got my goods, but no, you didn't tell me you were followed. You didn't tell me that you were assailed upon, and I had to pull it out of you. So again, you're focusing on the smaller picture, not the bigger picture, and I'm a big picture man. So yes, you did what I asked. I'm so proud of you. But you didn't tell me, or you at least tried to hide the fact that you were seen, and then you came
You're cutting
straight
out,
here.
Frail.
Oh, I'm sorry. You tried to hide the fact that you were seen, and then you came straight here. But again, not
I mean,
damning.
not straight.
You came straight here. Let's not
I mean,
break
it was
semantics.
it was a matter of time. If we had had more time, we could have done it in a much more stealthy manner. But with a given time limit, we got the objective accomplished.
Oh no, was your
All right,
task
it
too
wasn't
hard
perfect,
for you?
but if we had another hour or two, maybe we could have done a lot different things. But we didn't have that time. I mean, we just made it.
Again, not arguing that. Just telling you, everything outside of the mission is my issue. But again, you still did what I asked. The rest can be trained to beat out of you. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to chalk this up to healthy mistakes. We all learned a lesson, we had some laughs, and we kept our heads. And he looks at Poppy. So, you're in. You've got, and he puts his hand up in the air and waves, you've got my blessing into the skulls. If you are able to not screw up again.
Well, let's hope we don't.
So here you go. Here's your badges. Please don't show them to anybody. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls what looks to be like little leather wallets, and he hands them to each of you. And if you were to flip them up, you would just see it's not something like a mind-blowing design. It's literally a black skull. That's it, with red around the nose and the eyes. Like the interior bones are just crimson. So but everything else is black.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing fancy. What we lack in design, we make up for in creativity. He says, somehow making him think he's philosophic saying that. I will send a message for your next mission and complete this one without any issues, and we'll bring you to the boss. And this one, kids, is not a playtime mission. This will be for reals. This will be for all the chips.
Wait, there's chips?
Yeah. It's it just looks at you. Maybe go give your mouth a rest. It's been a long night. You were crying a lot, from what I understand.
Oh, that's true. He was crying quite a bit.
It was
Anyway,
crying. I mean, for fair reason, right? Like it wasn't like I was lying to the guards. Like our parents were brutally murdered, and we are orphans now. And
well,
Yes,
that is
yes.
true.
Horrible stories. I will get in touch with you. Please don't try to get in touch with me. And be
what if we
careful,
really
because
need to?
those badges don't offer you any protection inside the city limits. So enjoy. And he
Wait,
turns and starts to walk away.
All right. Well, let's just wait for the next mission, I suppose.
yeah.
Let's go the hell
I
home
I
and get some sleep.
I, I really want to get Jesse some of these seeds.
Jesse is no longer part of the campaign at the moment.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Really?
Yeah, we're caught up. So he may join back in later on, but he's not going to be joining anytime soon. So Jesse is MIA as far as the group's concerned.
Okay.
Well, damn.
But Moira is
Fair enough.
or Myra is an alchemist, so
Okay,
her.
yeah. So we'll give some seeds to Myra, and then I also need to give some of these to Hugo.
Okay.
In fact, we need to go talk to Hugo. Maybe not right away, but
We gotta give him a nickname like Hugo the Helpful.
well, that's a stretch. Um, oh, it's
I know
ironic. That's
it's
why. Okay,
ironic.
no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I love irony. Um, actually, a code word for him probably wouldn't be bad. Um, asshole works for me. Gotta go see asshole. But
It's a little too on the nose.
a little too on the nose. All right, we'll figure up something. Um, Poppy, where do you go from here? You staying around or?
I'm gonna go find somewhere to take a nap.
Well, we can help you with
Y'all have
that.
stressed me
Just
out.
we can actually help you with that if you'd like. I think we actually have. Don't
How
we have a
so?
room at the school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can use one of our beds at the academy.
Yeah.
Well, at least I won't have to pay for it.
True.
Exactly, because we didn't
All
get
Besides,
right.
paid.
Are we gonna be heading there now, or what's
Yeah,
going on?
might as well. We can't go see. We can. What we'll do is we'll go. We'll bring you to our room if you want, and then we'll go meet with the headmaster and use one of his stones to talk to.
Hugo.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So we'll make our way to the academy.
To the academy.
All right. It is a beautiful Lovoxian morning. The market, well, I'm sorry, the city is full of life as you see vendors setting up stands. A lot of decorating has been going on as you make your way closer, or as you make your way into the main part of the city, heading to the academy. One of the Dunkin' Donkey expansions has a block of the town closed off, and you can see that there is a low-key festival going on. A lot of laughing, people serving drinks, as well as circus folk performing acts as you guys walk through. Are you messing around with the festivities, or are you going straight to the academy?
Can we stop at Dunkin' Donkeys?
You can stop at Dunkin' Donkeys, and let me pull this up. Poppy, are you aware? Poppy is unaware of what Dunkin' Donkeys is.
Yeah,
It's a
no
it's
idea.
a it's a
You're
beautiful
about
place.
to have your head blown up by the mediocrity of Dunkin' Donkeys.
So Dunkin' Donkeys, as one of them. Well, none of you really know what Dunkin' Donkeys is. Um, that's funny.
But in character wise, we do
Yeah,
not.
character wise, you don't know, but above table. So Bisquick's character Raven from the God campaign created her Dunkin' Donkeys, which is basically like the Starbucks of Lovoxith, and
The Dunkin' Donuts
yes,
of
inspired by her move of kicking Dustin's character like a donkey into a planet to explode it.
when
I,
she turned into a donkey and
right,
kicked his
that's
character
right.
into
Yeah,
a.
yeah, yeah, you're right.
That's awesome.
So she came up with a menu. You can look at the menu on the images. If you go to images and you go to, did I fix it?
Dunkin' Donkeys.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donkeys. You can see the menu. Everything's very expensive, which she regrets. But there is a menu, and they are also offering a. So there's a festival that Dunkin' Donkeys is promoting right now. It's a holiday festival where they have. You have to look at her notes. I think it's in the RP chat where she has special muffins. That oh no, I have them listed. Where are they at? Go up. Folder. Dunkin' Donkeys. There it is. So they're called moms. The muffins that they are showcasing. You wouldn't know because you weren't in that campaign for long, Poppy. But
Was it the muffins that she made for the
yes,
trials?
right. It's these muffins. Yes, so they're special muffins that Raven, the owner of the establishment, has put out. You don't see a lot of people ordering the muffins. There are donkey costumed attendants prancing about the crowd with the muffins, but you can see people are not taking their chances with them. They smell delicious. She has the smell listed in chat. I don't have the actual picture. Where is the thing at?
I want a muffin.
Lovoxith recruitment.
Of course.
Where is it? So it's the Gazran Muffin of the Month, the hidden egg. A pillowy pancake muffin with a perfectly hard boiled quail egg in the middle. This mom is not only perfect for breakfast or brunch, it also revitalizes you and has a fun extra surprise. Only 3 silver at your local Dunkin' Donkeys. Restores 5 HP when consumed, and roll a d6 upon consuming for a fun surprise.
I will take a
Okay,
muffin.
well, yeah, I'm gonna take one of them too.
Okay.
For show.
Yep.
All right.
Poppy?
Yeah, Poppy will
Yeah.
take one too.
All right.
Yeah.
And you see the donkey do a hee-haw of excitement every time one of you takes one of the muffins, as other patrons attending the event stare at you and see what you do with them.
I will eat them.
Yeah,
I
I'll take a
will
bite.
eat-
I will take a large bite, like in
We've been out all
half.
night.
Yeah.
As you
Bite this thing
bite,
perfectly in half.
and the town stare, or the people around you stare with their eyes wide in excitement, seeming to know something that you don't. I need you all to roll a d6, please.
6.
You got
1. Wow. Is that my roll's going to be tonight? That's great.
And Chev?
You did well in the stealth.
bam 6.
I don't see it. Try again.
Aw,
Yeah.
son of a bitch. I still got a 6.
All right. So you guys will notice, and this is great that it happens to Poppy. Poppy becomes a strobe light of pastel colors as every hair on her body starts pulsing with neon color, pulsing out. Poppy probably would be able to see the glimmer of light initially on the people around her, as people start laughing and and screaming "dance off." But Poppy, if you look down at your fur on your your body, you can see that it illuminates. It is not whatever color coat you are. It is now various hues of rainbow-like neon light coming out of your skin.
Lokar will start rave dancing.
Poppy
just
just
gonna
stares at
stand
herself
here.
wide-eyed, and just like, are you freaking kidding me?
Well,
What happens this? What happens
What
this?
is happening?
as you look around and people at Lokar says that he's going to start dancing, you see him and Chev start to float as a 2 foot by 2 foot nimbus cloud appears under their feet, elevating them 10 feet up in the air as they dance in the sky above your disco ball.
yeah.
The disco ball's on the ground and the people are up in the air. It's crazy. And give me a performance roll there, Lokar, as the crowd starts to cheer with your dancing.
Where is it?
I don't have it on my sheet either.
It's charisma if you don't have it.
So main charisma. Oh goodness. All right.
I don't think we have charisma.
Hey, 14.
With a 14, describe what the crowd is seeing.
It literally just he is head down, one arm just pumping in the air and just like fast marching in a circle. Just
Poppy, as this goes on, what are you doing?
I'm trying, like, as a cat, trying to like see if she can get the lights off first.
Oh
She's
my
like
gosh, she's like
shaking.
trying to get. Oh, I thought you were like trying to catch the light, like a little laser light.
That's
Little laser
what
pointer.
she's like. She's twirling around, trying to like paw at it around her body, trying to like, what is happening?
Probably adding to the effect of the strobe. And Chev, what are you doing as you float in the air?
I sit down fold my feet underneath me, and meditate.
Oh, well, so people will start throwing up coins at you, Lokar. Not hard,
Yeah.
but if
Making it hell.
roll a dex, and that's how much silver you get.
8.
You get 8 silver scrambling. And then as your dance comes to an end, Poppy, you feel your skin start to burn and then cool as the lights go to or dim themselves out. And Lokar and Shev levitate to the ground.
Lokar's still dancing. You're not even looking
No.
anymore.
Poppy just takes a deep breath and is just like, I need that not to happen ever again.
That was awesome. And I made money. Thanks, guys.
Poppy like snatches some of the coins away from him.
Hey. All right, fair's fair. You provided the light. What was in that muffin? As I look over to the person running Dunkin' Donkeys.
And the person running it is just a regular attendant, and they shrug and say, whatever Raven wants to put in them.
Well, tell her to put those on the main menu. That was awesome.
Well, they wouldn't be special if they were in there all the time.
Yeah, I guess that's real. Can we get a dozen to go?
No, but you do hear a streak of laughter start to get through the crowd as hold on, I'm gonna pull up the other note for this one, and I apologize in advance on this one.
You're fine.
No. Why was that a thing? Okay. So, you see an old man in a white robe start to make his way through the crowd. And he says, "Oh, stop! There will be no miracles here performed without yours truly." And the crowd starts laughing, and you hear people say, "Oh, here comes Jesus." And the man walks up to both you and Lokar and says, like, "Listen, boys, listen. There's only one room for someone as magnificent as me to perform miracles, and you are just charlatans, you're tricksters. Your levitation skills are pale in comparison to the things that I can deliver this crowd. True amusement and wonder and amazement, as all should beloved me and worship."
Who are you?
I am Jesus, good boy, Jesus, your Lord and Savior.
Dude, that's an odd name.
Yes.
How do you get a name like that?
Stand back. And he's starting to walk around the crowd and try to make a circle as I demonstrate my amazing gifts given to me by my Father. And he looks at you boys, and he looks at the two of you and said, "These two boys are the devil and would have you think that their powers are supreme, but only one can have supreme power." And you see him start to take his hands and shuffle them in front of his body until he makes a cloud appear. And he stretches the cloud out and steps onto it. "Watch and see true magnificence." And he starts flying or levitating slowly up into the air until he gets about 10 foot.
Guards! He's doing magic! Guards! He's doing magic!
You look around at the guards, and if there are any, they're sitting there smiling, staring at Jesus, with one putting his hand over his mouth, trying to stop himself from laughing. And Jesus goes, "Look, see how I am just amazingly lifting myself up into the sky, and I'm going too high."
Kind of see
Yep,
that he's really not.
No, he is. He's
But
10 foot up in the air, and at this point, he's 15 foot up in the air. He's like, wait, no, this is not good. This is all part of the show. I'm going too high. Please help. This is not part of the show. Please help. And he keeps floating and floating up into the air, and his screams eventually fade out as he gets higher and higher and becomes a blip in the sky.
As he gets
Do you think
higher and
he's-
higher in the air, I'm like, "Look, it's a flying dickweed!" And then move on.
Do you think he's gonna be okay?
I don't care.
He'll land sometime.
No, he'll suffocate and die is
Fuck
what will
everything
happen.
that guy stands for.
Yeah.
I'd put that guy in a blender if I could.
And the crowd
Well.
laughs, and they say, "Oh, there goes Jesus again. Another sacrifice for the festival." And people
Wait,
move
this has
on.
happened before?
And the patrons in the festival just look at you and shake their head and say, "Out of towners, really? I mean, come on. At least act like you've been here before."
Dude, while we're here, I'm gonna get an acid splash in Jackass
I was
eyes,
thinking the same thing.
and
The
then
acid
and then
splash
let's
anyway.
go home.
You're gonna what?
An
The
acid splash.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna cast it on
Freshly
somebody.
squeezed lemon limes with a dash of cherry syrup, sure to
Jeez.
make you
It sounds
pucker
fucking
up.
great.
Okay. You order your drinks, and they are given to you. Poppy, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of looking around at the other stuff going on.
I also need a bag of donkey droppings.
You were given your bag of donkey droppings, and they are steaming. Given their
yeah.
signature with their linen bag, so that way that you can see the steam coming through. And the smell and the aroma passes around, and people know that you have your droppings.
Yeah, all right.
Start munching happily as we were walking.
Well,
Yeah, let's go home.
you don't walk too far before you feel your drink, Chev, get ripped out of your hand. And when you look to see who took it, a man in a white robe goes, "Ha, children should not be drinking coffee. This is a sin against man."
It's not coffee. It's lemonade.
That's-
It's actually lemon limeade with
You-
cherry syrup.
You cannot
know what you-
simply say drinks to make them whatever you want. That is a gift that only I, Jesus, possess. And I can demonstrate this gift to you. As I can demonstrate... Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Jesus, and I grab him by his shirt, and I'm like, "Listen here, motherfucker.
You
I want my drink back, or yours gonna be some fucking problem."
Hands off of me, boy! And he pushes you away with a force. Not enough that if you were to fall, you would feel yourself be cushioned, but enough that you can be blown back. See, the drink is. Go ahead.
Lokar immediately puts the wooden sword to his neck.
And the
Touch
sword.
my cousin again, and I will end you.
The sword evaporates as water, steam does, or fire does, when water does when it hits fire. Steam. There we go. Sorry. These children do not seem to understand the forces they are meddling with. But I, Jesus, can show you the way. Watch.
Can you
They-
give
huh?
my cousin his drink back?
Your cousin simply believes that he can... I'm sorry, well, mistaking you for your cousin, that he could just say the name of a drink and that it will become that. Where I can demonstrate my supreme power and do just that.
Oh my god. Are you competing with Dunkin' Donkeys? Is this what it is?
Watch.
Is this your split? No, I'm not watching. You've lost
As
my
I
interest. You're
as
now
I
just,
turn
you're now
this
just a bully.
simple drink from coffee into wine. And you see him take the drink and run his hand over it, and now the cup is translucent, and you see the coffee turn into wine. And he goes
It's
to bring
amazing.
it
He
over.
turned into coffee first.
He brings it over to you, Lokar. Drink and be amazed.
Okay, I take the cup.
You should not be drinking this. Children cannot have alcohol. I shall drink it. And he goes to drink.
Here's the
I'll
drunk.
walk right up to him, grab that cup, and hawk a loogie.
Well,
Right in.
you're not even able to get near him. There is an impassable barrier, so that way he's got protection from whatever your name is, Chef. So this is not my NPC. Just let me get through this. So he drinks the wine, and as he's drinking, looking at you side-eye, you see him immediately grab his throat and drop the drink on the ground. And he says, "It didn't work. This isn't wine. This is cyan wine," and falls to the ground. lifeless.
Is he an idiot? He's an idiot.
Dude,
And
walk up and kick his face.
the crowd, well, as you go to kick him, he disappears. Then the crowd laughs and says, "Another sacrifice made by Jesus for the amusement of the crowd."
Are y'all really amused by this?
Oh, this is a
Like,
thing
this
that
is-
happens every year.
Who's gonna
I
pay
think
for
y'all
my
need to stop
fucking
killing
drink?
people.
He's a quack.
He's not a real
He's not killing
person.
people.
He's not real.
Yeah. Well, my drink was real. Who's paying for it?
It's all over the ground. It's cyno. Instead of cyanide, it's cyno wine. Oh, and then I stopped the third one because there's 5 of these. The 5th one, Lauren told me I couldn't do. I had to amend it. But basically, you insult him like you just did Death, and he summons a plague of insects to attack you and kill you. You told me I couldn't do it, and then, yeah, well, this one I was proud of. So then family members in the audience start calling out his name and running to him, saying they love him and they must have him. And they start kissing on him and then fighting over him and start ripping off his appendages because they need to have him. And instead of casting plague of insects, he casts plague of incest.
Oh my god.
Dude, all of his 31st cousins come out and
Yeah. So, yeah, nobody read Siobhan's story. It's fine. But Jesus, in old...
Is there a place to read it?
Yes, it's there. There's an old Orcish folklore about this man named Jesus who was basically using magic to make these orcs think that he was like their Lord and Savior and demanding muffins from them and doing all these miracles, like turning water into wine, and they were all fake. So Dunkin' Donkeys brings this festival back and has Jesus come and perform these miracles, but they always go wrong and he dies performing them, and hilarious consequences. So like one of the ones is he suffocates when trying to walk on water. He falls right under and he can't swim. So, and the last one was, I don't know why I have it on there. He choked on eggs and suffocated. I don't know why that one was there. But yeah. Levitated into the sky, couldn't, yeah. So that was Siobhan's NPC. I had to get through. She put that whole thing in
That's
there.
hilarious.
I
I hate
mean,
him.
as an NPC, I like it, but as a player, I want Jesus to die.
Yeah, well, Jesus he's a clown. He's not real. He's a comedy act. He's just there to make people laugh.
Yeah, no one's laughing with my spilled drink. All right.
Everybody else was laughing.
Well, a lot of people are laughing. You just aren't.
Kind of just, you're lucky I'm only level 2. I'd start beating wholesale ass on the crowd.
Yeah, that really worked out well. Why don't you start beating up a crowd of people in a city where you're not allowed to do that? That's going to work out great for you.
Can
Okay.
can he get another drink without having to pay for it?
Yeah, that's fine. That's an unwritten rule that you get your
I was
comps.
gonna say, they were about to get poop bombed.
Yeah,
All right.
no.
Somebody's paying for my fucking drink is all I'm
Sorry.
saying.
I think everybody has encountered Jesus except for Lauren and Chaos.
Now, whatever. Yes.
Yeah. So that was Jesus. So the Dunkin' Donkeys Easter event by yours truly, Siobhan.
I love the concept. It's really good, but as like my
And
character,
the execution was great. The execution was
yeah,
great,
the
buddy.
execution was great. Like you made a character I want to immediately kill.
He also, his accent changes every time too.
Wait, what?
His accent changes every time too. It's part of the character.
Oh God! So next time he might be like, "Hello."
Yeah, his voice changes every time.
I am the Almighty Jesus.
Yeah. So again, you write something, you come up with something, I will put it in here. It will be a thing.
Okay.
If Siobhan is proof
that's
of anything.
dangerous.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. Trust me. She put a really nice, fun story in there, so she got to have Jesus.
We should take Poppy to Steve's at some point.
I saw the the thing where she posted introducing Dunkin' Donkey's Muffin of the Month?
Yeah, it was either
I don't
below
see it.
that, right below that, or right above it. It was called the I don't know. It's there. April Mom's Story. That's what it is. Right below it.
That's fucking great.
The best part was that Travis's character is an orc, and he, through his character knowledge, knew what this was. So, but yeah, Dunkin' Donkeys. Your interlude through the city is good. You now can proceed to what you were doing.
Sweet.
Okay. We'll continue eating my donkey droppings and continue our journey to the academy. These are delicious, by the way. You want one? Both of you? They're chocolate covered espresso beans.
I
No,
think
no,
I'm
we're about
good
to
with
go to
eating
bed,
things right now.
Yeah, we're about to sleep. If espresso beans in the morning, or when we wake up.
It is morning.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, we're tired. We've been up all night and all day from all day yesterday. We're tired.
All
And
right.
the moment you say that, Logar, just his pep goes away. Oh, shit, I forgot.
All right. You guys make your way to the academy, and you're to your house that you share with the headmaster. He is not there, but I mean, it's a normal. It's not. He doesn't live extravagantly. He has a modest home. Full kitchen, probably 10 bedrooms or so. I mean, when I say he's not showcasing it, but you can tell that
Is it like
he does host a lot. He does have a banquet hall attached to his house, but outside of that, it just looks like.
the
Go ahead.
the small house near 23, like with the red roof?
Sure.
Cool. I mean, well, it's the smallest house on the campus.
Yeah,
Smallest
but
building.
the map's not. I mean, I could put more in there. It's more just for effect.
You don't need to. That's fine.
But yeah,
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess go in, try to get some solid food inside, and then crash. Poppy, you can take my bed. Crybaby Locar's sleeping in his, so I'll sleep on the floor.
Well, we need to go find the headmaster.
Oh, yeah, we should do that. You're right. So, we'll get Poppy settled, and then we'll go find the headmaster.
you're gonna leave a stranger in your home.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we've been through a lot, so not a stranger at this point.
Okay.
yeah.
Poppy just goes and finds a bed and just curls up. It says, "See you later," and goes to take a nap.
Logar will leave bread and cheese and water by the bedside.
In a bowl.
On like a little platter.
It could be milk instead of water, then you put it in a bowl.
I feel like that would be rude.
I mean, it might not be, though. It might be really kind or considerate. How do we know?
All right, we'll leave it as an option. All right, I'll put milk in a bowl. Well, no, that needs to stay cold. We'll offer it to her if she wakes up when she wakes up later. But let's go find the headmaster.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go. So we go and find the headmaster in the school.
Well, we
go to his
go
office,
look for
right?
him. Yeah, go look for him.
Yeah, start with his office and
You will look for the headmaster. That's fine. You will not find him in the amount of time that Poppy will. As Poppy, about an hour into your sleep, you get woken up. Some strange static electricity jumping across your fur will wake you up. And the house, for being still morning, is dark as if it was night outside.
I jump out of the bed and kind of grab my weapon and the dagger and put it back on my belt and kind of call out to the guys and be like, "What's going on?"
Your voice echoes through the house, and the only light you are offered is and they don't hurt. They just anymore. They just periodically zap from hair to hair. You'll see little arcs, but they are bright flashes that you'll get. So they almost light up the room. Not strobe light, but you could see around the hall. And there's not a sound or light in this house. But looking out the windows, it is night.
What is happening? And she kind of leaves the room and trying to figure out what's going on. Is looking around or trying to figure out if she can get lights on or
You start
and just kind of
making
calling out to anybody who's there.
you make your way down the hallway into the main hall, and you see through your zaps of light a tall-bodied mirror, and in it you start to see your reflection. As you get closer, you see the appearance of an old robed man, long beard, not handlebar mustache, but something similar to that, in blue ragged robes. And he says, "Who are you?"
He kind of like freaks out and kind of touches the mirror a little bit. And I'm Poppy.
And
Who are you?
As soon as you touch the mirror, he goes, "Ah! Don't touch me. I don't like it when strangers touch me."
Well, I don't like when strangers try to set my fur on fire.
"I'm not trying to set your fur on fire. They're merely reacting to the environment. Why are you in my home?"
I was invited. I'm with Lokar and Chev. They said I could sleep here.
"Ah, Lokar and Chef, how do you know them?"
I helped them out today and I don't have anywhere to sleep, so they were letting me stay here.
"Help them do what?"
I'm not sure I'm supposed to tell you. I don't even know who you are.
"I am the man that owns this house, and if I ask you a question, you damn well better answer it, or be trapped."
I was help. She kind of like quiets and is not really sure what to do and just says, I was helping them. They, I kind of got caught by this group in town and they were threatening to cut my head off if I didn't help them find some stuff. And Chev and Lokar were trying to help me. I don't really know what the plan was for them, but they helped save my life and helped me not get killed, so
Lokar and
I trust them.
Chev were working with this group.
I guess not really, but they were kind of trying to trick them. I'm not really sure what their whole ordeal is. I know that they're trying to help this town with who's ever setting the bombs off or whatnot.
"So you're new here."
Yeah, I just came on the boat. I was bringing seeds over.
"Did you see them do anything extraordinary?"
Well, they ate a muffin that kind of made them fly, but outside that, not too much.
"Nothing magical."
Not that I know of.
"And you're sure of this?"
Yes.
"They have no gifts, they just appear as normal children to you."
Yes. One talks a little bit, but that's about it.
"I sense no lies. You may walk through the mirror."
Do I want to?
He leaves it, and it just looks like a portal at this point.
All right. She just walks through the mirror.
And when you do, you walk into that same room, except now it looks completely lit, and he is sitting in a chair across the way, leaned back, elbows on his sides, fingers in a triangle, foot up over his other leg, just relaxed in a inquisitive pose. Welcome, my dear Poppy. I am Fenin Fulzim, Master of Magics for the city of Lovoxith. You are welcome. You are welcome to my abode.
I appreciate that. I think Lokar and Chev were looking for you. I was supposed to be just taking a nap, and they were supposed to go find you.
Yes, well,
Not sure where they are now.
I was more interested in speaking to you to find out what you've experienced while traveling with them. I apologize for hiding you in the mirror realm, but I wanted to see if you were an honest person.
Well, I guess I can understand that.
Tell me, Poppy,
Is there
what?
something I should be concerned
No, if
about them?
it sounds as though you have had an interesting night, and they, for all intents and purposes, are good boys. And they felt that you were trustworthy enough to be here, then you are more than welcome. What brings you to the city?
I'm, like I said, I just came over here on the boat and was trying to find a place to land. And I was hoping maybe to find somewhere here, but I've had more of my share of chaos in the past 24 hours than I'd really like.
Now is a difficult time in the city's history. We've had an unprecedented attack on it from a group unknown. I believe Lokar and Shev are in the midst of finding out the nature of those attacks. Do you plan to search with them, or are you trying to lead a normal life?
Well, I think I kind of dug myself into it. I'll help them out.
Wonderful, wonderful. And at that point, you guys could come home.
Okay.
Well,
I guess we'll see him when he gets here. Oh,
Speak
yes.
of the devils themselves. Welcome, boys.
we're not
Here you
devils.
are. We were just looking for you.
Yes, well, I
Found
wanted
him.
to have a chat with your new friend. And
Oh, she's great, ain't she?
She seems of the sort. Tell me.
She's really soft too. And look, Car
Uh,
starts petting her arm.
She like snaps her fangs at him. It's like, don't touch the fur.
Gives it one last stroke and then puts his hand under his armpit.
Fennon just looks confused. Both of you. Well, yes, she is very nice. I suggest we keep her that way. So.
And Lokar just starts speedily telling him everything that happened.
Oh, slow down, Lokar, slow down. I had word of some trouble down at the docks, some children wandering the streets at night. You know, I do hear things. I'm kind of involved with the town, but it seems as though your names and appearances went little notice. So your identities seem to be intact, safe.
Awesome. We did have to steal some seeds.
You stole.
Yes, and Lokar will actually fish some out of his pocket. These are the seeds right here.
Hmm.
Not all of them, obviously.
Not all of them. I figured we should get some to Hugo as well.
Leans over and grabs one and picks it up, starts smelling it. Interesting. Do either of you smell that? And he waves the seed in the air, not near any of you because he's not getting up, but obviously there's a fragrance there that he thinks is potent enough that you could smell.
I thought it smelled like lavender.
I didn't really smell it.
Papa, you being not a native would probably not notice the smell, and he puts the seed up to his face and smells again. That smells of Vistonium ore. It's a ore special to the mountains near town. It's imbued with magical properties.
So these aren't seeds?
No, they're seeds, but they're magic seeds. Interesting.
Well, the leader of the Skulls had interest in them. This is what he wanted.
The
That's what he
skulls.
got. Yes, you know. We told
Yeah, we
you.
came and talked to you.
Yes. Yes, and he looks around the room. Yes. The skulls. Okay. And then what did they need these seeds for?
He wouldn't tell us. It was either these seeds or Poppy's head, and I'd rather that stay attached.
He looks wide-eyed at
Yeah,
you,
me
Poppy.
too.
My goodness, you've only been in town a day. You've almost lost your way. I meant head.
Yes. That was why I was appreciative of them coming to help.
Well, if you need any armed escorts, I could put a word in with the head guard Hugo. You may or may not have heard of him, but he oversees all operations of defense in the city.
He the
He's
one that y'all called the
extremely
a-hole.
Yeah, he's extremely helpful.
Hugo is one of the most honorable men that I have ever taken charge of this city. And you both, and he looks at Lokar and Shev, would do well to show him admiration and respect and learn from his experience.
He sent us in there with no backup contingency.
Yeah.
He said we are completely on our own. If anything bad happens and we get caught, we're on our own. If it's bad enough, leave his name completely out of it.
He also said that he would do nothing to protect us if we were to be apprehended by the guards. He would do absolutely nothing to stop us from being prosecuted, even though we're acting on behalf of the city in this problem. So, like, my level of wanting to help Hugo is 0. The guy
But the city's there.
who comes for the Dunkin' Donkeys thing, if I get my hands on him in real life, dude, he's in trouble. And I've had a hell of a night. By the way,
haven't had
I pull
Dunkin'
out the
Donkeys in
bag.
a long time. The last time I
Oh,
had
and I
Dunkin'
offer-
Donkeys was, oh, you have droppings.
Yes, and I rush over and give him some.
Oh, I haven't had droppings in forever. They still smell so delicious. Oh, I will
You
be
can have that rest of that bag. That's fine.
No, I'll be up for a month if I have the whole bag.
Well, I didn't mean eat it like all right now. But you can have it, periodically, and
I'm very
it's
old.
a gift.
My heart might not be able to take it.
So
I mean, one a day.
on a subject not about Dunkin' Donkeys, they also gave us these badges.
Dunkin'
Oh,
Donkeys
yeah.
is giving out badges?
No, the skulls did. Are these
Yeah.
magic imbued, like trackers or anything like that? Like they can tell where we're at all times?
The skull's using magic. That's a good one. I forget how new you are to the city sometimes. But yes, the skulls have no magic affinity. The fact that they are using these seeds is very interesting indeed.
Can you at least check?
I would have been notified as soon as you step through the door.
Oh, well, that's nifty.
Indeed.
Also, my sword, my wooden sword, I need a new one.
What happened?
There was a guy named Jesus in town. He pushed Chev, and
check your back. Check behind inside your shirt.
I would have felt that a long time ago. But yeah, I'll check inside my shirt.
And you will feel the wooden sword in there.
You know what? For as much as of a douchebag that Jesus guy was, that's actually, like, I didn't even feel it there. I'm not gonna lie.
And again, he's a spectacle of sorts, but interesting one that we cannot seem to get rid of.
Um,
Not even you?
There are some magics that even I cannot comprehend, but that's a
Huh.
conversation for another day.
But I figured Hugo would need some of these seeds as well. Um,
Hugo is not a farmer. What do you expect him to do with these seeds?
at least have some to know what the skulls have in their possession.
I mean, the seeds, not weapons, but if you think that they should be on Hugo's radar, then by all means, give them to Hugo.
What do they grow into?
I could only assume that answer lies in the thumb.
So grow them and find out. Got it.
If you are able
well,
to cultivate the magical properties, yes.
Well, you said they were from the mountains, right?
And I said the orb was from the mountains. So you guys would probably not have remembered this, and this would be above table knowledge for Poppy to give them to it. So this Vistonium ore, it it basically is infused with magical energy. They refine the ore, they bring it into the Lovoxith, they process it, and they can use the dust of this ore and put it into things like clothing, fabrics, a lot anything, weapons, and they can give it special properties. It doesn't defy magic, the laws of magic. It's just an added enhancements. It could be something quick. It can make fireworks brighter, louder, do different things. But it's not crazy. But the city uses this ore to create stuff with special properties. So finding that this seeds have the ore and it didn't come from the city is kind of like a big thing.
Oh, so it could be trying to grow some kind of super plot. Like, even if we can't activate the magical ability in it, we could still see what it grows, and we can only imagine that whatever it grows would be a more evolved version of that, correct?
Again, I am not a farmer. I did not create these seeds, and the magic in it is too faint for me to ascertain the school, which is another perplexity. But
So if they don't, so if they don't delve in magic, but yet they
we
wanted these seeds specifically, they knew of their existence.
I feel
I'm
like
going
you
to have
want,
trouble sleeping.
again, that would be an answer for somebody in the thumb. That is not an ability I have.
Oh, there's an actual organization called the Thumb.
The thumb is the farming district in the town. Read your fucking manuals.
I thought you were talking about having a green
No, the
thumb.
Yeah,
thumb.
I was like, okay, so I got to plant these and cultivate them.
That's
No,
what I was
no.
thinking
The
too.
thumb. The thumb. If you look at the top of the map, there's that big green area with the farms. That's the thumb. They create. They are responsible for all the farming and vegetation needs of the city.
Yeah, no, I did not. I
You
did not
have
at all.
you have two
I see it
friends
now.
in your party that live there and are farmers there.
Yeah,
That would
yeah.
be
Well,
Oh, dude.
Lucian
look,
and Theo reside in the
we will
thumb.
Well,
see.
to be fair, we haven't had much interaction with them
I
this
know. I'm just
campaign.
well. That would have been something that you guys would have known. You were together for a little bit, but
For a little
We'll
bit, and then we took a decent
right.
break.
look. We'll sleep. Then when we wake up, we'll take these seeds over to them and then hand them off, and then they can do what farmers do with them and let
Well,
us know what we get on the back end.
I suggest that you at least visit Hugo if that's your intention. First thing in the morning. It's the best time to get him.
Which is
Okay.
now, right?
No, tomorrow. You've
Tomorrow? Okay.
wasted the day trying to find me. Again, apologies, but I wanted to hear if certain people had witnessed your abilities. And he looks at Poppy to see if she makes a face or anything.
She is completely stoic.
Because
Just
remember,
nothing.
as I had warned you, they are very unique and should not be used blatantly. Which you didn't do, correct?
I mean, I did.
I did.
Yeah.
And he
I mean,
immediately looks at Poppy. You see his face go red.
Now, to be fair, she wasn't watching. She was taking care of a.
Yes,
She
but
she was taking care of.
Well,
the
then no
guard.
more talk of them. It's bad enough she already knows.
I mean, she really did, and she didn't see it, but we
That's
did.
fine. And I don't mean to
I was
keep
telling
you.
the truth. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, well, that's why he was wondering how you got around his thing. But yes, not that it's more for your safety, dear, than for theirs. They have the ability to defend themselves in such a way that you, I can sense, may not.
well, on that
If it
note,
helps, we don't understand it any more than you do either. So
we're learning by doing, which is
Well,
fun.
let's make sure we're doing in closed quarters.
well, it was closed. It was forced. We had to, and I had to save a man's life.
Oh, can
Also,
you look at this? And she kind of gives the dagger to him.
Hmm.
This is something we got off of some people
This
well,
isn't
the
that
things
we
that
used.
attacked
encountered.
us.
And interesting enough, and you see him folding, like trying to lightly touch the hilt, could not sense it until it was right in front of me. This has Vistonium in it. The liquid. Poison, I assume? What were the effects?
Started foaming at the mouth, and he fell over in pain. I electrocuted the surrounding area, trying to neutralize it.
Interesting. I did not know you were aware of such tactics. And to what avail?
It seemed to lessen the effect.
And you've got this from the skulls?
No, we were
No.
attacked last night at the warehouse. Not by the guards. There are these humanoid creature things. Their skin kind of blended with the background of wherever they stood. It was tricky to
Skulks.
see them at what?
Skulks.
Well, there was at least 6 of them there. We dispatched 2
Yes,
and ran from 4.
I've ran into them a few times of my life. They are enforcers, quick Minutemen, used for simple tasks, for their ability to stay hidden. But
I
again,
think they killed a guard. I'm not sure, but they definitely killed one.
they've killed plenty.
Not
Never have I seen them use anything with magic. So 2
which is
organizations. Interesting. I'll have to ponder this information and speak with Hugo. But again, I suggest that you meet with him tomorrow morning and give him the same information you have given me. I will take this seed and possibly the blade.
Bobby. Can he have the dagger?
Poppy is like holding on to it really tight, and I
I will give it back, child. I'm not trying to take it from you. I just want to see exactly what it is and how it was able to pass the door without my knowledge.
It'll
she
help.
like hesitantly gives it to him. Okay.
No, yeah, it's all right, Poppy. Don't worry.
After visiting Hugo, before you go, I will look at it tonight and give it back to you. This is not mine. I'm not trying to rob you of your property, but I will give it back to you in the morning. I assure you.
Okay.
Well,
Thank
I've had
you.
about 12 of those chocolate covered espresso beans. I'm going to go out in the back and train a bit, work off some of this. Logar kind of twitches a little bit.
I will be in my study if you either of you should need me, and please rest. And looks at you, Poppy, and says, "And know that you are safe here. Not as safe as I would have believed before you've shown me this dagger, but safe nonetheless."
Oh my god, could they have coded the pamphlets with this stuff?
Uh,
Like a different variation of it? Maybe used it in the ink?
that is a question for Mrs. Goodhope, as she is investigating that.
They could have easily had this dust in the ink
Well,
that was used to print on the pamphlets. It was untraceable
it's used in
until
every
you're.
facet of life. It wouldn't be uncommon for it to have it in there, but for it to be able to ignore the properties of magic, that is something unprecedented. And transmutation, conjuration is more of Mrs. Goodhope's specialty than mine, unfortunately.
Well, whatever it is. Well,
And that's Owen's mom, Baja Tom's mom, Mrs. Goodhope.
okay. Well, that's a problem for another day.
That,
I will be in the backyard if y'all need me.
that's
And
Lilith's, Phoenix's mentor as well.
Oh, okay.
Just so you
Well,
guys.
oh, here at the academy.
Yeah.
Beans can be bouncing off the walls. I'm gonna steal your bed, and your ass can sleep on the floor.
That's fine. I probably won't sleep much anyways. And you notice Locar's starting to twitch a little more from the caffeine.
Go, get out. You're done. Go.
Yeah, I don't think you need any more anything.
Yeah.
Well,
Drink some water.
Yeah. He put some by the bed. We weren't sure if milk in a saucer was appropriate or not, so we didn't do that. But milk is available.
Milk in a glass is fine.
and you said I was the one that talked too much as I'm walking out.
I said it's available, and you know, we don't know the social norms for her people. So I'm trying to be sensitive to her potential social differences.
I can't
Does that
wait
make
till
sense?
you get into with some rat folk hospitality to see what you throw at them.
I mean, you know.
So is
You know?
that the plan then? Meet up with Hugo in the morning, or is that
Yeah,
is there something
after
else you want to
sleep
do, Poppy?
and Tweak here finishes his like insane workout routine.
I'd go with him with that, but I'd also maybe try to figure out what happened to that guard.
Okay, I will have that
Also.
information for you. Cool. All right.
Locar's just in
Well,
the backyard doing sit-ups at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
just so you guys are aware, that'll be not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, and that's going to be a big group meeting because everybody else is meeting with Hugo at the same time. So
Hell
that'll be
yeah.
your chance to figure out, and it'll be a relaxed session. It'll mostly be a role play, answering questions type of thing, and see what everybody wants to do and how they want to go about it. So
Reunited and it feels so good.
if you feel like you don't know anything, Poppy, you're right on track with everybody else because nobody knows anything either.
Right. Sounds like a plan.
But the big thing is that there's this ore that, like I said, can absorb the magic elements, and that's kind of been like the big thing I keep driving, the point I try to drive, and that's why the city is so unique because they can use magic in like modern conveniences.
Yeah, I want to talk to the headmaster guy real quick and just say if this metal can absorb and augment the functions of magic, would it be ridiculously outlandish to request a rapier for Lokar and myself, since we're capable of casting through that through weapons.
I would assume you would say that without Poppy in the room.
Yeah, of course.
And,
I said I went and saw the
and
headmaster.
he will tell you that weapon requisitions are not something he's allowed to give. That is something that would have to come through Hugo or through his office.
But Hugo can't know what we do.
Yes. Well, or he could, depending if you guys trust him enough. But yeah, he is not an armorer. He's not an outfitter. He is the head of the magic people. He's not.
Right, but I mean, you might know somebody who could facilitate our request.
Yeah, Hugo.
He does. Hugo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that guy sucks. God damn.
He sucks for now, right? He's probably going to warm up to us. He's just being ardent, trying not to develop a relationship with these two young kids who might get themselves killed. So,
I'm gonna light him on fire.
All right.
That's
I will
wishful thinking.
see you guys in the 14th.
2 weeks.
14th for